That one, yes.
Yes.
Where we do great impressions like... Now that you're going to do your Macho Man. Okay.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
Or, I'll tell you what. What?
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 Or, hey, baby. I can't do... I'm trying to do my Dusty.
Baby.
Hey, baby. How you doing, baby?
How you doing?
I'll tell you what, baby.
Wrestling, watching from ringside. Is that you?
That's me, baby. Live and in living color.
Only on KXVS, baby, the voice of Stockton.
So people in the Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope land are tune in any way you want to because we are watching from ringside.
All day, every day, only on Friday. And maybe Saturday, too. Sometimes on a Sunday, because, you know, they got them special shows. Know what I'm talking about, baby?
Stop stealing my gimmick. But
yeah.
Ben, let's get into all seriousness. This is like... watching from ringside, as we were talking about, is a pro wrestling show. With
the
fun.
only pro wrestling show on KXVS.
Or in Stockton.
Or in Stockton, yes.
Yeah, come tell us if you're somebody else.
The premier podcast.
Yeah. The premier podcast of pro wrestling talk in the Central Valley is me and Ben. And it's fun. So we talk about the world of wrestling from our perspective and give you the latest going-ons of what's going on in the world of wrestling, right?
Yep. WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor.
All In
NXT.
too.
Yeah, and All In.
Which is brand new.
Brand spanking new.
So we're going to
change the face of wrestling as we know it.
We're going to break down all of that throughout, well, whenever we have a show. So I'll tell you what, Ben.
What?
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 What? Watching from ringside Fridays on KXVS, the voice of Stockton. For Ben Sanchez, I'm Dustin Brightfield.
Hello, welcome to Chef Tobias Cooks, here where we have kitchen conversations with professional chefs, cooks, home cooks, bakers, and people that just can't cook. So join us every week for our kitchen conversations and learn a thing or two. And I don't burn nothing in my kitchen.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
KXVS LP Stockton.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
KXVS and the Voice of Stockton presents The Lance McCann Show with your host, Lance McCann.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? My guest today is Sarah Carlson from Tots and Blocks Daycare.
Yes.
I got that right.
Yes.
How's everybody doing out there? Today we're going to be talking about childcare, child development, tips and tricks, and her 26 plus years of
26 years this month.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, since 1992.
Good times. And then to come to find out that we grew up together, so that's pretty cool. Grew up in the same neighborhood.
Right.
So, give me a little bit of background about yourself. I can't talk today.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Stockton, California. Wasn't born here, but I was pretty much raised here since 1962. And grew up on East Side.
The East Side,
everybody. Yeah, right down the street from you. Yeah.
We grew up.
Yeah, and
what was that street?
Alice. It was in between Fremont. There was like Minor, Fremont, and then Golden Gate, where you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I went to school to Stockton Schools and married, had a career in banking for 10 years. And then in 1992 is when I decided to start my own daycare. And
what spawned that idea? Like,
well,
dealing with one child's enough, but like I want 10 more.
I know, huh? Well, try 14.
14. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
that's
anyway,
a lot of kids to deal with.
Yeah, it is. I have help. I do have help, thank goodness. But it is a big thing to do. But I'd always enjoyed working with children. I had a job at a young age, taking care of kids, babysitting, and then I worked in my father's in the nursery at my father's church.
Okay.
I always volunteered to take care of the babies,
Oh.
and so I had that motherly instinct.
Nurturer.
Yeah, a nurturer since a very young age. And then as I grew older, I decided to, well, when I had the opportunity, you know, because I did have another son prior to my second child, and that was when the opportunity came up to
So
start
you're
a
like,
daycare.
I'm leaving banking, the
Yep.
banker's hours,
Yep.
to go work 24 hours.
24/7. Yeah, because your home becomes the business.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, you never have a clean house, probably.
Well, you know what? I do. I have a clean
I'm
house,
just-
but I know.
But, you know, it's like you clean up
I
and
know.
then the kids come in behind you and mess it up, and then it's like a vicious
Oh, yeah.
cycle.
It's a vicious cycle of picking up. But I do have, we converted our garage.
Okay.
Back in the 90s, you were able to do that. Today, you're not able to do that. So I do have it licensed. So my daycare is in the garage. It's set up like a classroom. So it's very convenient, and the kids like it.
Steven, we're going to have to talk, buddy. He said he had that same paper out in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, funny.
It's crazy. So,
From Golden Gate Street?
yeah.
Stephen Rhea?
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen.
I've met 3 people who grew up on the Golden Gate area in the past 2 weeks. It's crazy.
What is that telling you?
I don't
Wow,
know.
what's the message? Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
A gentleman who, Mike Linker, he owns Victory Grill. Going off a little tangent here. So there's a Fremont Center.
Oh, yeah. We shop there all the time.
Yeah, we grew up
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's a little meat market there. They always
yeah.
barbecue out there.
Mhm.
If you ever
Now
have a
they
chance-
do.
If you ever have a chance to go out,
Really?
grab a tri-tip sandwich with chorizo.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Gonna have to try that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to the subject here.
Excuse me.
You converted the garage, and then
Mm-hmm.
how many kids did you have when you first started?
Well, I started out as a small daycare. I was licensed for 8, and then shortly after that, I became licensed for 14 and have been.
Were they infants when you started? How
yeah,
did, how
I
did
started-
you tie that in with your
all right.
family? And how did you put that together and make it work for you?
Well, all right. So I had our second child, Katie Carlson, and that was in 1992, and I was able to stay home with her for 5 years. And during that time is when I did toddlers. So she was the only infant in my daycare, and I took care of toddlers. So I could just cater to her as a baby, as an infant, and take care of toddlers, and at the same
You're
time.
like, hey, go get me a diaper.
Yeah, yeah.
Go rinse off this baby for me.
Oh.
They're so helpful at that age.
A little bit, no, not toddler age. So anyway, I did that for 5 years. When Katie started school, I decided to go into school age. So I started what is called now my Great Summer Adventure Club, and that is for school age children only. And I did that for 15 years. And then
School age meaning between like
ages first grade through sixth grade.
Okay.
And I catered to them for 15 years. And then for the last 6 years, up until this last June, I catered, I went back to catering to infants and toddlers and school age.
Oh, wow.
So we did all 3. And then just as of June 2018, I went back to strictly school age. All my kids are grown up. No more infants and toddlers around.
It's gonna be tough dealing with. I mean, it's like raising a couple small children, but having to raise 5 or 6 or 7 small children could be a challenge, I would imagine.
Oh, it is a challenge. You just take one day at a time, and I try not to stress, and I have a lot of help. I have
many
have
people
good
you-
staffing.
How much help do you have?
Well, I have 2 girls that have retired 10 years, Katie and Maria Bestelaritis. They both worked for me for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And then currently I have Rebecca Miller, who has going on 7 years. And then
So you
I,
guys are like a family.
oh yeah, yeah.
Speaking of family, how many generations of families have you had come through your
2.
2? So
Mm-hmm.
you raise a child through their daycare, and then their kids come to you.
Yeah, I have I actually, at this time, I have 2 parents who have their children in my daycare, and they have been in my daycare. They were in my daycare growing up. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's pretty special because that means they felt comfortable enough with you. They loved you because you, by default, helped raise them as well.
Yeah,
like you were like the second mom and the second family.
Yeah,
and
we become like parents to these kids. We nurture them, we influence them, we plant seeds in their minds and in their hearts, and that's what we do.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
love that about seeing that the full circle. I was just talking with a gentleman today who he's feeding the homeless this weekend, and I'm helping in a small way that I can. He's like, yeah, I've had people who I've helped on the street, and they've come back and they've brought their whole family to get tattoos from me. So he's like, wow, it just comes all back around.
Right, it does. That full circle of blessings, right? Yeah.
That's what we were talking about this morning, so it's nice to see that. How many single dads do you have in your...
As of right now, I have one, Anthony Small, and he's amazing. He was actually in my daycare growing up, and he was a problem child. But
was he a biter?
No, he wasn't a biter. He was a little older. He was in the daycare when we catered to school age, so he was there for when he was in elementary school. But he turned out to be an amazing dad. Oh, cool. Yeah, he has his daughter in my daycare.
That's the full circle.
Right, yeah. So, Anthony, if you're out there, you're a great dad.
So speaking of problem children, like, what do you do for biters? I mean, because small children, my son, he'll probably kill me for saying this, but
he was a biter.
He I don't know if it was the environment he was in where he felt like he had to defend himself, or it's just a phase that he went through.
It's a phase.
It's a phase.
Yeah, it's a phase, and they do grow out of it, and you just have to treat it like every other little thing that they do. Tell them that it's bad, it's wrong, and you don't want to hurt someone. And it's kind of hard, especially if they're young. They don't quite understand. But as they get older, they start understanding and realizing, hey, this is making the other kid cry. And so
hey, Vic, how you doing?
Yeah, you just try to explain that to them. We don't do that. You need to be nice. And of course, we practice time out.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have a little timeout chair. It's really cute. They actually enjoy holding the little timeout piggy. It's a little timer.
Oh, really?
And we set the timer for a minute per year. So if they're 4, they get 4 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes. And so that keeps them occupied. And
you're just waiting for that beat. The timer to
they're waiting for that beat.
A little piggy to beat.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a good visual stimulation. It occupies their time, and then like, okay, when this goes off,
right,
you get to get out.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. What about nutrition? That's another thing that's, do you provide everything? How does your daycare work? Because when my son was going through daycare, we had to provide snacks and wipes and diapers and all this stuff.
Well, parents do provide diapers, but I provide wipes, any kind of ointment that they would need for diaper changing. But
any tips out there for these mothers and fathers? I mean, you've changed thousands of diapers.
We have changed a lot of diapers. We actually provide all the meals.
Okay.
We make it so parents don't have to bring anything besides their child, diapers, and a change of clothing. We want to make it easy for them. We provide nutritional meals. We follow guidelines that the school district follows.
Okay.
We provide all the categories for the meals as far as fruit, vegetables. Well, we don't serve chocolate, but we can for parties, but we don't make it a practice. We give them good treats, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We have parties and we'll provide cupcakes and cookies. Nice. So, but that is not on our list of nutritional guidlines.
Dang,
so we can't do that. But so parents don't have to worry about bringing their meals. We provide breakfast before the school kids leave to school. We provide snacks, lunch.
So if a parent drops their child off at, say, 5 a.m. Before they go to school at 7, they'll have breakfast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 5 a.m. kids usually go back to sleep for about an hour. I wake everyone up at 7, get them dressed, feed them a nutritional breakfast, and then take them to school.
Wow. You really are. You're a problem solver. Because I remember when I had to take my son, he had to start daycare. It was like I let my wife decide where, because she had to feel, the motherly
comfortable.
And I figured it was going to be easy for me to drop my son off, and it was like the hardest thing I had to do in my whole life was like seeing that little face crying like, Dad. Like,
yeah. How long did that last for?
It was about a week or so.
See? Not
Once
bad.
he got acclimated, he made friends, and the daycare providers are really nurturing and taking.
Yeah.
I think you have to be.
Oh yeah.
In that business, you can't be otherwise.
No. You have to carry them, you have to rock them, you have to talk to them, comfort them. I encourage parents with infants and toddlers to bring their favorite blanket, even a pacifier, just for a short time to pacify them, because they're away from home. This is like an unfamiliar place, unfamiliar face. So we want to make them as comfortable as possible and just be that nurturer to them. That's if nice. They're upset when mommy and daddy leaves.
I know, yeah. It was so hard.
I bet.
But I was fortunate enough I had a business where I could, for my daughter, I would drop her off at the mother-in-laws or
nice.
The stepdad, and they would watch for a few hours, and I'd pick her up and then take her home, and then things shifted in the economy, so I was able to just, work from home and take care of her, so it was nice.
Yeah, the best place for a child is with mommy and daddy. I totally agree with that. But you know what? If you're going to need daycare, I want to provide that quality daycare.
So what do you suggest for people who have newborns, who are looking at daycare? Any advice for them when they're looking to find a daycare provider?
Yeah, well, I would start with one of the local agencies. You can call Family Resource and Referral. They will give you a list of daycares in your area
that are licensed.
Background check, CPR certified, all of the above, trained well, and also have their home licensed and child-proof. When looking at the daycare, I would just look to how much experience they have, how long they've been doing it, how long they've been licensed. I would check out staffing. I would ask about nutritional meals. I would ask what time are they open, the availability, what time they close.
Referrals.
Excuse me?
Referrals.
Referrals. Yeah, referrals are great if you can get a letter of recommendation from other parents that have had children in there in the past. That's always good.
It makes you feel more comfortable.
It does.
That somebody else feels comfortable. Dropping their child off with a stranger, because that's essentially what it is in the beginning.
Sometimes, most of the time, my kids have been referred by word of mouth. Yeah, and that's the best way.
So if you're looking for childcare,
ask around.
Ask around.
Ask around. Absolutely. There's always somebody who knows someone who does daycare.
So my friend Sydney, she's very involved in the community. She's saying dial 211 for the county resource number.
I'm not sure.
But I think that's a general resource number.
Oh, okay. Well, Family Resources 948-1553. I do know
got that memorized.
I do know that number. I've been with them 26 years, so yeah, I call them like every week.
Oh, really? Like they know you by first name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Sarah's calling us. She's calling the bat line. That's funny. Yeah. So, what sets you apart from other child care providers? What do you think?
Well,
It's always hard to talk about ourselves, but I'm gonna put
I
you on the
know,
spot here.
I know. And you know what? There are amazing childcares in San Joaquin County. I'm not going to put down anybody. However, not all daycares provide everything that I provide.
Okay.
We all cater to different things. Take, for example, my daycare. We cater to only school age now, and so we do transportation to and from school, and that's a big plus.
That's a huge plus.
That's a big plus for parents. And also the meals, like you said, that's a big that's a big thing also, that all meals are provided, so parents don't have to worry about packing a lunch or breakfast or anything like that for each child. And my daycare provides extra curriculum activities throughout the summer. We have this amazing...
I was going to ask you about that. What do you do? What do parents do during the summer?
Okay, well, they drop them off in the morning, and we have activity calendars that I give out in April.
Okay.
And it's a list of all the activities that we have going on in June and July. So we keep the kids busy. The TV's not used a whole lot.
That's a big one right now.
Yeah,
'cause,
it really is. It's a problem.
That was a big issue when we were searching for childcare. Like, it was a TV. How many kids were sitting in front of the TV?
Oh, yeah. No. We do have movie time, but our movie time is not until 4:30 p.m., right before the parents pick up.
So it's not from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.?
No. We try not to do that. But anyway, we do things. You want me to read off the list of things?
Yeah, give me a couple, yeah.
All right. Okay, well, we have weekly field trips. So we expose children to swimming, hiking, local parks, bike rides, libraries. We take them to the movies. We do bowling, roller skating, arts and crafts, water slides. We do barbecues. And we also have surprise treats. We also take them to museums.
Cupcakes.
And I'm constantly trying to find things locally. This week I'm working on our fall calendar, which begins next week Monday. So I'm just slightly late with that, but I'll get it together. And we're just looking for activities to keep them busy, other than staying in the daycare. And
that's good. Socializing is the wrong word, but getting them out in the community and seeing different things.
Right.
Seeing, feeling, touching.
Yeah, we also do music. If we hear of a free concert during the day, which is hard to find, because they're usually in the evening.
Yeah, like music at the park.
Right. So if we hear of a free concert, I'll pack up the kids and the lunch.
Let's go, kids.
Yeah, we're going to go hear Latin magic. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Start breakdancing pretty soon.
Right, yeah.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
What else do you do for your children? I see you have a whole list of things there.
Well, let's see. We provide all those activities. We do during the school year. We have homework time. Right now, I have a teacher. I have a student. His name is Hunter Telemontes. I just hired him. He's been with me 4 weeks, and he does homework.
Is he past childcare?
Oh, yeah. He's a
senior.
senior. No, he hasn't been in my child care, no. Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
No. But he's amazing. Along with Rebecca Miller, they're both my homework workers. They help the children with homework because
that new math is crazy.
I don't understand it.
That new math is crazy.
Yeah, the new math is crazy.
My daughter was like, "Can you help me?" I'm like, 2 + 2 = 4. I don't know. I don't understand that. It was tough.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So who thought of that crazy math formula?
Thank you, California.
Right?
Yeah.
So they help with all aspects of homework?
Right. All of aspects of homework. We make sure they get it done at the daycare before they have any free time.
Oh,
so once we pick them up from school, we get to the daycare, give them a nutritional snack. We sit down and do homework. We keep the homework kids separate from the kids who don't have homework, so there's no conflict there. And
when they go home, they got free time.
And then when they go home, they have free time. But not only that, they have free time at the daycare. So that's the kind of things we do during the school year, and do that.
I imagine everybody who does childcare is licensed. So is there a way somebody could look up a license to see if there's any complaints about people?
Absolutely. You can call the community care licensing in Sacramento, California, and all you have to do is give them your name, the name of the person, and they can look up anything that's gone on throughout their licensing. So any complaints, anything like that. I have a couple, I have to admit.
Well, hey, you can't please everybody.
Right, excuse me.
So yes.
Anyway, you can find out any information on their licensing.
But you've been taking care of children for 26 years. That's got to say something for you.
Oh, thank you. You know what? It's not all me. It's a team of effort. It's my girls and us together.
But you're the leader.
I'm trying to be the leader. Sometimes I think one of my workers is. Her name is Rebecca. I have to call her.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I have to call her to get information. Hey, does this child do this or does this child do that? She knows everything.
So do you have any openings right now?
I do. I have 3 openings for school age and ages 5 and 6 years old right now.
So if somebody wanted to find out more about your child care, I would imagine they could come tour your facility.
Well, I would need for them to call me first.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, we can't have anyone just show up on our doorstep. We are a business and we're watching children, and so legally we can't have anyone over the age of 18 in our home that hasn't been background checked.
So what do you do about parents? Do you background
Well,
them?
parents are different.
Okay.
Yeah, parents are different.
I got you.
There.
I'm just trying to people buy, hey, what's up with this?
Yeah.
So how would they get in contact with you?
209-298-9554.
So, ladies and gentlemen, she does not have a Facebook or a web page because
No, I
she's
don't.
strictly referral. So how awesome is that?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go out and
I haven't ever had a Facebook. I'm strictly word of mouth and family resource and referrals.
That's pretty amazing. Well, thank you for stopping by. I know you got to go pick up some children here.
I do.
Pretty
do.
quick.
My first one is out in a little bit.
All right.
Thank you.
We got
It's
a
been
few
an
minutes.
honor, Lance.
Well, thank you very much. It was really nice to connect with somebody I grew up with.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
a small world.
Tonight at 6 p.m. at Central, I'll be hosting a free mixer. So anybody who wants to come out, meet me, meet some great people. One of my guests there has actually gotten 3 deals from just showing up. So I will see you tonight at 6 p.m. at Central in Stockton in the Krispy Kreme parking lot. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you next week.